Hey, what's going on, everybody? So we are going to be doing an unboxing video for this beast right here. And if you're new to this channel, give me about 10-15 seconds. If you're here for that, we'll be with you here in just a moment. For those who are subscribers to my channel, right now I'm in the process of doing compost tea. I'm just now initiating that. I'm actually in between different clips, and we'll have that video out next week when I go ahead and do the watering. But it's going to be at least 5 days. So I'll probably actually do the watering on Monday, and then we'll have the video out probably by that Tuesday. All right, so I'll see you on that one. But for everyone else who's here to see the unboxing on this, so why am I getting this? Number one, I'm getting it because I want to replace what I already have, which is this 3.5 horsepower shop vac and this smaller DeWalt. And I basically wanted to get something that I could replace the two. So 14 gallons, 6.5 peak horsepower. This is one of the best, if not the best, by Vacmaster. And let's go ahead and unbox it and see what's inside. But quick thing that I do want to highlight is I did get this through Amazon. So got some damage here. Got some damage here. Hopefully everything's all good inside, but well, let's see. All right, let's see what's inside it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pull out some of the small packaging real fast, which what was in this are the two pipes I'm about to pull out. These two extensions right here, plus this rod right here. Not sure what this is for. We'll see here in a second. Next, we'll go ahead and pull out the actual unit itself. All right, unit is out, and next we'll go ahead and pull out the handle for it. Extra packaging. I'm going to put that on the ground. Unbox this. Put this up here for now. Put the additional packaging down here. And we'll go ahead and pull out the in documentation here. It actually looks to be just like a bag. Maybe not much documentation. Let's go ahead and open this up and see what all is actually in this packaging. Okay, so within the bag we have, it says bonus. I suspect we're going to have a lot more parts probably actually within the vacuum itself, because I'm not seeing the wheels, at least initially. Okay, did you know this is an optional bag? Okay, it's not a required bag. And it's a pretty big optional bag. Okay, if it's optional, we'll go ahead and not do anything with it for now. In the back here, we have some instructions and just the power cable. So let's go ahead and take a look at this real fast. Okay, unpacking and checking cartons. So there's definitely quite a few things that I'm definitely very confident and are now inside the unit itself. So let's go ahead and open that up and pull the remaining items out. Okay, we'll go ahead and release these handles. All right, we got filter. We'll go ahead and put the unit on its head. Filter comes already connected. Here's hose, wheels, additional attachment, wheels, more attachments, appears to be attachment holders, the bag, some nuts and washers and screws. Go ahead and take out the remaining packaging, put that in the box. Okay, this chain right here, I wasn't sure, but I just verified it. This is your static discharge chain, so this is going to always be touching the ground. Let's go ahead and turn her over onto the right side up now. I'm going to go ahead and remove the plastic from the handle. Go ahead and put the handle in place. All right, right now, one thing that I'm not too happy with, I might have to take a look and see, is this appears to be sticking a little extra, so I got to figure out why that is. Maybe if I move that up, I'm going to have to play with this. I'm not sure why that's sticking so much. Yeah, that's a little annoying. This is a little expensive, so I'll go ahead and finish assembling it, then I'm going to take a look and see if I can't fix that up. Go ahead and put the top part on. Clips on really easy. That was actually pretty comfortable. That part was good. That's what I would expect of something that's this expensive. That connected well. So let that hang for a second. We'll go ahead and connect the next piece here, which appears to be a vent. But let me double check what that is. Alright, so putting on these hose holders, it wasn't quite obvious to the photos, but here are two arrows in which you basically open them up and basically feed them in there and then close. One in, two in. Okay, that one's in there now. It's pretty strong. Overall, the instructions could be a little bit more user friendly for those of us who don't install these often and are not as familiar with them. But probably for those who deal with these all the time, it probably is absolutely nothing for you guys. You probably just can put these together blindfolded. Next, I'm going to go ahead and put on the bag real fast, which means I got to go ahead and screw these on. These fit nicely, and just when you get them into place, they snug down to what I feel is a sufficient tightness. This one maybe a little extra. Try not to go too much. All right. Right there, that's good. Next, we'll go ahead and put on the bag. Things definitely don't make you feel smart. You got to be smarter than the objects you're dealing with, and I'm not feeling that right now. Directions aren't good enough. I'm going to take a look at the photo and then see if I can just assemble it from the photo. We're going to revisit the bag here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and plug in what's a little bit easier than the bag. Found out what this goes, not because it's clearly stated on here, it's because this has a connection just like the hose does. So this apparently helps it keep things quiet. I'm going to go ahead and take this and wrap it around the cable holder here. Good, and it does have the little sort of latch onto the cord here to help kind of hold things in place. Next, we will go ahead and add these parts. There's got to be a way in which all these fit. All right, I tell you what, this is not as easy as the instructions definitely are not that well written, and it leaves a lot to the mind on how to fix this up. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video real fast. I'm going to figure it all out, and then I'm going to come back and show you how it goes together. All right, see you in a minute. All right, I think I got it all figured out. To be honest, this doesn't make too much sense on why it's hooked up the way it is, but as each one is sort of connected, you come over with the long one here, and the short one connects down there. That probably has some reason, probably is for that way, so it kind of grips on here well. I don't know though. But all the pieces that I was trying to fit up here actually fit in here. And I could probably fit in this one too, to just make sure that this was pretty tight. Let me go ahead and show you real fast one thing about the wheel that I was talking about earlier on how it wasn't rolling very well. So if you look at this one, I put it to its side and it drops down. See that one? It's like the wheels in here are just not good. So I'm probably going to be honest, it's a little frustrating. I'm contemplating just sending the whole thing back. But let's give it an operational test. And if anything, I'm just going to contact the company and have them send me another one. All right, for this test, we're going to go ahead and I do like how it's a pretty long cord. And so you can add an extension and have any longer. But the length of this cord, I could probably get just about anywhere in my garage. To be honest, this is I believe probably a 20-foot cord in itself. I believe. Let me double check that. Power cord's 27 feet. Yeah, so it's pretty long. So that's actually a cool feature. Let's go ahead and take out the hose here. And I'm going to go ahead and connect one attachment. They do have basically two places for where each of these extensions can connect to. I'm going to go ahead and connect this extension with this piece. What we're going to do, let's go ahead and turn it on real fast, see how it sounds. All right, it's actually not that loud compared to my older ones. At least the 3.5 horsepower, it's not nearly as loud as it's noticeably quieter. I can't say it's like that much difference, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw out. Let's see here. Let's throw down some sawdust and some wood shavings, and let's just see how it does. Now I have no idea how this is gonna do. I got some long ones, some short ones. This all may get caught up. I'll go ahead and just kind of do a little bit we'll see how it does. I don't know. Actually for this one, I think I'm gonna, yes, you know what, let's just send it. Let's send it and see what happens. Well, I'll be honest. I don't know if I was a little upset because how a few of these pieces and how difficult or bad the instructions were, but that picked up a lot better than anticipated. I mean, it's picked up pretty much completely. I was surprised on how well it picked up those straps, wood scrapings. All right, the beast. Let's go ahead and get the bad out of the way, the obvious. The instructions, subpar. The only part that it gets to is basically connecting the wheels and putting the latches down. That's really about it. It doesn't provide any suggestions on how to wrap the hose or where to place the accessories. I put all the accessories in the bag because the instruction does say accessory bag, so maybe I'm expecting too much because it had holders back here for the accessories. I thought there might be a way to go ahead and, store them up there, but the bag's definitely plenty big enough to hold all the accessories, so maybe I'm just expecting too much, let's be upfront about that. I'm not happy with what appears to be possible bad bearings, or it's probably tightened too much on one of the front wheels, so it makes it kind of stick a little bit. Not too happy with that. I'm going to go ahead and call the company and we'll see what they say. My expectation, if it's a good company for one of their top of the line models, is that I should expect to get a wheel returned and at least mailed to me at no cost. We'll see how that goes. If something negative happens, I'm going to let you guys know. As a matter of fact, I'm going to keep testing this thing, and in about a year, I'm going to do a review. And if all is good in a year, with the exception of this, I'm going to let you guys know that too. If something happens and it breaks or whatever, I'm going to do another review a lot sooner than that. But let's go on to the good. This thing is a very powerful vacuum. I was extremely surprised on how well it sucked up those, the the wood sawdust rather, I was expecting to go up fairly easily. That's what my previous ones would do. However, my previous ones would not suck up those wood scrapings. It would always get clogged up, but this thing just ate it up, no problem. So that was pretty. That was the one thing that was pleasing to see, and it was a little bit surprising for me too. But I guess that's what I should be expecting from one of their top of the line. However, I do want to give credit to where it is due. It is a very strong vacuum, and it was remarkably not as loud as my 3.5 horsepower. So whether the technology is in it or that little silencing piece that you put on the back, that really does help. It's not extremely like library quiet, but it is noticeably quiet compared to the older models. But anyways, I'll keep on it. I'll let you guys know if something bad comes up, and if not, I'll do a review on how well it's been working over the last year. So anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.